Good day. It is Friday, August 31, 2018, the last day before the 3 day Labor Day weekend. And we thank you for joining us here on YouTube today. Today we're going to continue the mission we've been on to explain how and when we get key trading signals from our short term sentinels. We explained yesterday that the definition of the line of least resistance for us is derived from our short-term sentinels, the 2-hour version of the 7 sentinels. When all 7 go to uptrend, that defines the onset of a new rising line of least resistance. The line of least resistance then is up when all 7 produce that signal. When all 7 produce a downtrend at the same time, when all 7 go to downtrend at the same time, that produces a 7 sentinel sell signal. That tells us that the line of least resistance has reversed and is now down and will stay down for some time to come, and that the correct position to be in the market is short when the line of least resistance is down as defined by the short-term sentinels. We've been talking about that for the last several days. We've been showing you the changing status of those short-term sentinels through yesterday. 6 were on sell, 1 remained on buy. That is to say, 6 were on downtrend, 1 remained on uptrend, and so the signal overall has not changed from the uptrend that has been on for the last 2 weeks, and it will stay in that position until all 7 agree by going to downtrend together. We are actually very close to that. It conceivably could happen today. More likely it'll happen after the holiday, but so far 6 are down, 1 is up. We wanted to take you through today how you can know, those of you who are not subscribers to 7 Sentinels website, and where we publish the updates all the time and explain where we are with regard to the signals, how you can know when we have arrived at that reversal of the line of least resistance, that critical sell signal, that action signal that we're talking about. On Twitter, several times a day, or especially now that we are taking you through this onset of this signal, we will be tweeting out several times a day these market internals, and you'll see a post that looks like this on Twitter. It'll say MO82, as we tweeted earlier this morning. That means of our 10 momentum stocks, 8 are up, 2 are down. It has a relative signal. We won't go into these right now. We will say that what you want to know is this, where it says STSUT16. That means the short-term sentinels are in uptrend, and of the components, 1 remains up, 6 remains down. Watch this space, as we say right here, because when STS gets to 0 up, 7 down, this will switch to D/D, downtrend. That will be the point at which the line of least resistance has moved to down. That is a correct entry point on the short side of the market. We're going to be tweeting that out until we get that signal. Once we get the signal, we're not going to be tweeting these internals very often at all, because this is proprietary information for our subscribers. But for the time being, for this one signal, we're going to walk you through it, and we're going to show it live as it occurs, as we tweet it out on Twitter. So look for the 7 Sentinels internals. We'll tweet them out a couple of times today, and then we'll be tweeting them out on Tuesday and Wednesday. At some point, they are going to go to STS downtrend 0.7. That is the point at which the line of least resistance has turned down, and the correct position is to be short the market. Now keep in mind, we can't guarantee that the instant that goes to a sell signal, all of a sudden all the stocks start collapsing, because that defines the trend in the market, and we are still subject, the market is always subject to news, tariff news, jobs news, unemployment news, Federal Reserve news, and so on, that can be counter trends. So we can have a 7 Sentinel sell signal and temporarily have a move against that, but it does tell you the trend, it does tell you the correct position to be in, and that's a very important thing to know, because we will go short when we get that sell signal. So we wanted to walk you through that. We wanted to explain that. If you come to the 7 Sentinels website, you'll see a number of articles down at the bottom of the page that you are welcome to click on and read. One is called When Worlds Collide. It's about the colliding uptrend secular bull market that peaked in 2017, colliding with the secular bear market that is beginning in 2018. There's another article called Red Sky in the Morning, and it talks about all the warnings that were out there in 2017 going into 2018, telling you about the transition. There's another article, Rainmaker, that tells a lot of these same signs. Those are very instructive articles. There is one article called one link entitled Limited Time Trial. If you click on that, you can subscribe to 7 Sentinels on a trial basis for just $9.95 for 14 days and have everything that we publish during the day, every night, every weekend, all the signals, all the trades, the whole works. So we hope some of you will do that. Give us a try. Take a look at 7 Sentinels. And that's it for today. Watch this space, as we said, on Twitter. We thank you for coming by and watching this video today, and good trading.